Well, it's that time of year again, the time when Santa is going to pay us a visit. Now, if you remember early in the year, I gave Santa some recommendations and to some books, right? Right? Remember that very a hit video that I did, all based on a video that Reese did last year. Haven't seen much Reese, haven't seen much activity from there. It's okay. It's okay. We choose our own path, our own way, right? Maybe this wasn't his. That's okay. Um, it's a time of celebration, and in that sense, I'm going to fly solo today. Right, my my cast has the day off. It's Christmas Eve, and I thought I'd come down here, right, and just go over this giant bucket of books that Jake sent me. He did not send me them in this bucket, but in a separate bucket. I put them in this bucket, and I will take them out one at a time. We're going to talk about them. Are we going to present them? No, we're not. They're going to be, if you like these books, you might get annoyed because I'm not going to tell you what they're really about. That's on you. We're going to start right now. Right now. Christmas, because we don't have a lot of time. Santa's going to be here, right? We need to get this done, right? So we can get tucked in our beds. And then we're going to start off with J.L. Hensley's The Black Roads. The Black Roads. I have not looked at these books, by the way. Very little. These are mostly here. The Black Roads, Laser Books 17. Yes, by the way, all laser books come from fresh squeezed, all organic lasers. And here we've got, I'm going to say, maybe, I'm not really sure what kind of hat this guy's got on. I don't really know. It looks like a tablecloth or something like that. The Black Roads. Black Rose, they're blowing stuff up, you know? I mean, I don't know. You put a tablecloth in your head, you're liable to do strange things. We're just gonna move on because I don't have a whole lot to say about that book right now. And then we're just gonna keep going. Here we go. We're just moving. What am I stalling for? I don't know. Next book. F.M. Busby, Star Rebel. Look at that guy. Look at him. That's somebody's friend, obviously. It's like, hey, I need you to. I wonder if that guy was he really a Star Rebel? Is that what Busby? I've heard this name, but Busby's a sci-fi guy. I know the name. A Star Rebel, Busby, not to be confused with A.M. Busby. That's probably a very old. That's not a good joke. It isn't. It's a new adventure in the saga of the Holstein family, the family, by author of the Rebel's Quest and Riska's. Whoop, you're just gonna put these fantasy names right there on the cover. Doesn't matter. Star Rebel. It's a very red cover. I don't know. He reminds me of who's the guy from freaking Logan's Run? I don't know why. I'm kind of getting that energy from him just a little bit, or a little Val Kilmer-ishness. So that person was probably neither of those people. I hope you. What do you want from Christmas? Let me know what you're hoping for. Well, I want to get through this video in one piece. I feel like it's getting rocky. All right. Okay. We got a Counter Commandment by original title Analog 5. Oh, so this is an anthology of sci-fi that was edited by Campbell. I am not taking this out of the plastic because then we have to. This will be a whole thing. Counter Commandment, right? This was commandment. You heard of the 10 Commandments. This is commandment number -1. Boom. Take one away. That's right. Originally titled Analog 5. Yeah, I guess Counter Commandment sounds, but it makes it sound like it's a whole thing, like they plan it out. I don't know. This cover is just like, well, it's got a dome, which is a plus. Oh, is it a dome or is that? I think it's either a dome or it's a robot buried in some stuff. It's got a swirly space thing going on. Amazing. Going to the next one here by J.W. Groves, Shellbreak. It was the perfect nuclear deterrent, except for one flaw. By the way, I do not. Still got the price tag on it. By the way, I do not know which ones of these. If Jake has read some of these and reviewed them, I don't know. I honestly can keep very few of the books he reads straight. I was like, okay, that sounds like a book I wouldn't have read. It's usually what I say. Sorry. Sometimes I do like classic sci-fi, but he seems to like it. Just like if it just comes into his hands, he's like, I'll read this. I'm just like, crazy. Um, it's just a guy. I don't even know what's going on with this cover. Obviously, I guess it ties into the plot. I guess I really don't want to know. This book, yeah, it just has a bunch of numbers in the middle. I'm just gonna put them in there, and the infinity. Is that an 8? Oh, the 8's starting to look like the infinity symbol. Didn't fool me this time, buddy. Oh, now this one looks fun. Sax Rohmer, The Shadow of Fu Manchu. Yeah, look at that. Kind of a cool cover. I don't. Yeah, this is aged, right? It's not a starry background. It's supposed to be a solid color. What a shame. What a shame. Look at this pic. Look at this. You want the picture? Is this the picture you're gonna have on the back of your next book? Somebody in the pipe smoking jacket. I don't know what he's some kind of a. What is going on? I really hope the photographer had a good sense of humor. Funny. Wait, Quest for Stimulus. He sent me a copy of the Quest for Stimulus. I already have it older. I have a newer copy. This is an older one. It's the dog copy. It's not brand new, but I don't mind. Of course, this is Michael Shea, right? I'm actually interested. This is the Michael Shea book. The hero is a sequel to The Eyes of the Overworld before Jack Vance wrote his own sequel. So this is the unofficial sequel to that book. Sounds pretty cool. I think we're supposed to read together. I wonder if he just was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to send him my copy. Oops, I sent it to you by mistake. Sorry. Can't read it with you. I think it was be good. I really enjoyed Niftaline, right, by Michael Shea. And I've read some, this year I did read some of Shea's short fiction, a little bit of his short fiction. I wanted to read more, and I really did like it. I read Polyphemus was a good one. That was more of like almost a novella in length. Something like that. It was maybe, it was right there on the borderland of novella territory to me. I thought the road to rim to the road to the rim, Bittram Chandler to the rim. What is the rim? Is this like some sort of a like a sci-fi imagining of like a group of silvery people who are like they live on Hubcap World and they're trying to get to the rim of the Hubcap. I don't know why I think that, but I guess this is a dub. That was by Chandler, A. Bertram Chandler. On the other side, we have Walt and Leah Richmond, The Lost Millennium. I like this. They got one of those twirl around restaurants, right? The top of a tower. Also, a rocket ship goes to desert volcano world. Yeah, volcano world. You know what? I guess I don't know if I was going to take a tour. Maybe volcano world might be pretty cool to check out. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's very Christmassy. It's very red in Volcano World. Volcano World is the gift that keeps on giving. That's what they say about it. That's what they say in the that's what the travel guide says. Now, this is a short story collection. I think that the title is funny. Very Get Out of My Sky. Selected by Leo Margelis. Get out of my sky, sir. Get out. How dare you? On the back, it's got just what we're going to assume is random sci-fi objects, right? Like someone's like, I drew this weird little thing. Like, we'll put it on the back of the book. Nobody will know what it is. I wonder if this really has. This is just objects. Like, there's a planet. I mean, I wonder if this ties into one of the stories in here because there's like just. That's not. I thought maybe those are people. Those are not. No, those are not people. Those are just objects. Science fiction objects. Right? There's supposed to be people like, oh, supposed to be real. Then they get it's just sci-fi, and they get home. They're like, what is this? Like a science fiction xylophone or something? What is that? That's not the book that I signed up for. What's the book you got, buddy? Oh, Okay, now this I think I would want to read. The Tar Ayim Krang by Alan Dean Foster. I think this is in that series, that Mother Not series. Mother Not being the first book. I think, ooh, maybe not. Yeah, so let's say, yeah, Pip, yep, it's in that series. I don't know where it occurs in that series. It's a little rough, right? It's been loved. This book has had a good life, right? This book is the equivalent of the dog that you say, oh, it went to the farm. What happened to Snuffles? We took Snuffles to a big farm. Kids, big farm. He's safe. He's doing great. Whose parents told him that story? Right? Whatever happened to, oh, he's at a big farm, kids? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. The big farm in the sky is what we're talking about. The Mad Metropolis, Philip E. High. Philip E. High. Is this supposed to be a joke? He's like, Philip E. High. He's a quick A. You gotta be high to go to this place. Look at it. Look at what's going on. What is shooting out of there? Just rocket bubbles? Rocket bubbles shooting out. That ship shoots one down. This guy's running. It's the whole thing. This is a double. And it says, in this cybernetic city, thinkers were outlaws. They were outlaws. What time is it? I think it's, oh, get him. Arrest. Don't think of this place, buddy. Murray Leinster, space captain. Have I read a Murray Leinster? I can't remember. Isn't it actually? Okay, so I'm making silly these covers. This is a nice cover. You know, just a kind of kind of a plane. He's got like what I assume is like just based on just an actual rifle, just a little sci-fi'd up, right? Just carrying around in space. Okay, he's got his dual duty lunchbox toaster that he carries with him. You never know when you're gonna find. Never know when you're gonna need to make toast in space, right? He's a space captain. If his troops need toast, he's ready. He'll shoot down that wild creature, right? Pop it in his toaster, boom, creature toast. That's what you need. This place, got a whole bunch of rockets going on back there. All right, how many rockets are we gonna have in this cover? How about 4? You want 4? 4 it is. An interstellar chase of a space buccaneer. Could be fun. Could be fun. Could be fun. We're going to keep moving now. We don't know if it's going to be fun or not. I haven't read any of these books. I don't know. Have I read anything by? I've read something by Foster. I've read a book by Alan named Foster, and that's about it. Kenneth Bulmer, Behold the Stars. Behold the Stars. Oh, this person is definitely beholding the stars in a bad way. Right? That guy's got some long tubes coming off. I don't know why they need 2 tubes. One for air in, one for air out, maybe? Falling in space, which I guess maybe falling into a star, right? Or into a star is possible. Certainly, more likely into a planet. If you're falling into a star, you're already toast. That's a callback to just a couple seconds ago. Who didn't even mean to do it. This is the double as well. Oh, they had the double. This is cool. I like the double. I like the idea of the doubles, right? I like the idea of be like, whoop, flipping it over. I don't know why. Planetary Agent X, Mac Reynolds, right? Very classic sci-fi. When was this printed, I wonder? When was this printed? I'm just curious about. Oh, it's got a little picture in there. That's kind of cool. Well, here, I'll show it to you because I said something. This guy. It's kind of like a James Bond energy they're trying to grab onto there. Well, I mean, Agent 65. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Planetary Agent X. But I don't know what these rings are doing. They're actually, like, Sue's been coloring in space. We'll get them. Agent X is here to stop it. No coloring in space. Next we have Ted White's Android Avenger, born of man and machine. To whom did he owe his loyalty? We got a kind of actually in person it's okay, but like look at the cover and on the screen it doesn't look bad. Like it's kind of like his face is kind of blue. It looks kind of cool. It's kind of cool. You got the running guy again. I think we're going for like a kind of like a thriller, spy, espionage thing. That's what I'm thinking here. What is this? I guess it's a planet going on down there. A little purple planet. Looks a little bit like a Christmas ornament. It does, like a sugar plum. Like a sugar plum. See, there's all Christmas in here. Oh, I like this John Bruner, The Altar of Escol Asconal. I mean, this is kind of, I like the font. I really dig the font. And this is just kind of like the overall image is cool. Like if you start looking real close at it, it's like, this is a little less cool. But if you just kind of get like a glance at the whole package of that cover, it's pretty cool. These had to be expensive. I'm thinking about this. I'm like, you had to make 2 covers. So yeah, I wonder if the ace doubles were expensive to make because you got 2 covers on them. Exiles of an Extra Galactic God. I really need to try some Bruder. I think I've read a little bit of his stuff before, a long time ago. It's been a long time, so I really remember Zippo about it. We're going to keep moving on. Garner Dozies, and George Alec Effinger. Not Effinger. Nightmare Blue. Nightmare Blue. That's probably was a cooler cover when I could see it a little better. Right? Yeah, that's kind of cool. 50 cents. Slap right there. Boom. Or just 50. Not even cents. Just 50. How much is this? 50. 50 cents? Maybe. Maybe. You want to go? That's how much it take. That's how much a trip on Nightmare Blue is. I'm gonna tell you, if there was a ship called Nightmare Blue, I'd be like, I don't think I'm gonna take that ship. You got something else? You got a different ship for me to ride? Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. Let's take a little break here. Ooh, a little drink break. I'm gonna drink out of my Calamity Ware cup here, or our Calamity Ware cup, I should say. Christmas, right? This is a Christmas cup. It's got robots with Christmas hats on, dinosaurs attacking cryptids. Yep, that's liquid. Sure was. I don't know what that taste was. I just picked something. I thought, oh, maybe that sounds good. Phew. It's like drinking potpourri. I'm gonna tell you, of all the things that I thought of in my life, like, what do you want to drink later in life? You think you want to drink some potpourri? No, but I just did it. Just did it for you, for the holidays, for the celebration. I'm turning into potpourri. I'm becoming an ornament of Christmas. The Mind Traders by J. Hunter Holly. That's a good J. Hunter. That has a good ring to it, right? J. Hunter Holly. I think if you this must be his real name. It would be cooler if his name was Holly Hunter, J. Holly Hunter. You know what I mean? Because you get that Hunter. Ooh, but the Holly is like, oh, it's kind of fun. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Alone on an alien planet where every living creature was an enemy. Damn. The grass doesn't like you. Bees, not a fan. Beetles, don't like it. Squirrels, out to get you. Cats, you owe money. Everything. The Mind Traders. Where every living creature. Really? I'm going to read the back of this. A place of crawling spiders and poisonous snakes where nightmares came true. Well, okay. I mean, it is kind of the energy we got, man. Crawling spiders, poisonous snakes. What if you said poisonous spiders and crawling snakes? Ooh, that's sci-fi, right? Crawling snake. How do they crawl? Sci-fi. That's how they're snakes, but they have legs. So the lizards? No. They're snakes, but they crawl. Sorry. Time out of tomorrow. Richard Son, because probably arson. Wilson. Richard Arson. There's a name. The police are really interested in me for some reason. Why is that? I don't know. My last name is Arson. Can't get insurance for anything. Time out for tomorrow. Time out. That's right, Mr. Arson. Time out. Wilson is actually who it is. I think this actually is some sort of an image, but it's mostly distortion. I don't know. There's kind of like a face in this thing going on. This right here. Kind of a face. And I guess this could be a ship. I mean, I don't even know. Well, good. Take care, mister. All right. The Unending Night by George H. Smith. I think somebody talked about this book. This book, I think somebody talked about. Yeah. Okay. Basketball, space basketball comes to Earth. It's 3 points, right? Yeah, Basketball of the Gods. Is there a book called Basketball of the Gods? I wonder if there is. I bet you there is, but I bet you it's actually a sports book and not something like cool. Deb did this video. She was reviewing the one of the Alistair books, the Jack Vance Alistair books, which I really do want to read. And I was kind of bummed because she said like halfway, like a certain point through, she said that turns into like that this is like some sci-fi world setting, all this world building, and then it's going to be like they're gonna watch sports. They're gonna play sports to like win the family property back or something. And I was like, oh no, why would that? That sounds terrible. It cracked me up. She goes, "What is the crossover?" What did she say? What is the crossover between people who love classic science fiction and people who like to sit around and watch sports? And I'm sure that there is, but just like, not just to sit around and watch it, but to read a science fiction book about a fictional sport and this person who's trying to. Was it like a thought experiment? Like, it's like, let me see if I can do this. I'm a little bummed because I really do kind of want to read those series. So I'm hoping the rest of the books aren't sports books. I'll, I'll probably at least try the one that I've got the fancy copy of. Anyhow, getting back to it, George A. Smith. Yes, the unending night, right? When basketballs came, right? The night of the ball, night of the basketball, right? Okay, Vincent King, another end, another end. Just kind of a basic cover. It almost looks like it was drawn from an image. Kind of not bad. It's kind of nice with the subtle like stars and kind of the swirly like cosmic dust or whatever in the background. And then we've got something. Oh, you got two naked people here in the dust. They're naked in this dust. That's don't look too close. Then you got a little red there, kind of frame it up. I mean, it's kind of a cool cover. I have a feeling this book does not cannot like make this cover cool enough, right? Like this is kind of cool. If the book is really good, you're like, oh, this cover is great. But I just have a feeling that this book may not be good enough. I don't know why. I've never heard of Vincent King. Doesn't it always make you wonder when you hear about these writers that you've just never heard of? There's a couple books on the back here. Look at this other book by Vincent King here. The light of a light of last candle. Light of last candle, is that right? It's kind of hard to. I think so. It looks like C4. Light for last candle. Looks like light C4 for that. Not nice. But no, look at that crazy. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. It's got like somebody's got like some arms and they're like a robot person. There's people running away. I want that cover. Maybe it's, you know what? Maybe it's in here. Maybe it's in, maybe. And we also have Time Pivot by Brian N. Ball. Okay, I was seeing the word ball. I'm like, is this a sci-fi sports book? Here it is in this sci-fi sports game. You got to get the ball and the giant ear man. Those are some cool covers. Don't miss. I didn't want to miss them. Too bad about 80 years too late. Oops, missed. We'll have to look out. We'll see if we see another Vincent King in here. I bet you we don't have that cover. Oh well. Sunburst. A science fiction classic of tomorrow by Phyllis Gottlieb. Gottlieb? I think so. So this cover looks better on the screen, this drawing at the bottom, than it did when I looked at it, because it just looks very, I don't know, maybe because it's old, it just looks very sketchy. It pops a little more on the screen for some reason. Sunburst. It says something. This race of demonic children is spawned in the genetic chaos of a runaway reactor explosion. Sunburst. Yeah. Like, I want the reality where radiation makes you a cool mutant, not where it makes you like suffer horribly and die. Right? Like we had a choice, right? Universe, we had a choice between cool radiation or suck radiation. We got suck radiation. I'm not sure. But of course, that does mean, I mean, to be honest, though, let's be fair. If we had gone that direction, right? If we had gone that direction, we also have to deal with giant radioactive spiders and like you think, oh, Spider-Man, yeah, but like giant radioactive, like monster Spider-Man, like not good Spider-Man. This is like the bad kind of Spider-Man, right? Like the Cure song or something, Like it's not a good thing. Um, so I guess, just like Garth Brooks said, right? Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers, right? Isn't that how the lyric goes? throwing in some old Garth Brooks. What the hell's wrong with me? Like, I listen to Garth Brooks all the time. Slater's Planet by Harris Moore. Look at that guy. He's okay. Wait a minute. There's a little bit more going on in this image than I could tell. They've got like some picture layered, like it looks like a gear shift for a car or something over this guy. Sorry, the reflective bag. He's really interested in that price tag. He's like, who left this on here? It's kind of interesting. Again, for some reason, it looks a little more interesting on the screen than it does in person. But it does kind of look cool. I don't know. Space explorers from Earth hunting for other life find an odd new planet controlled by two computers. Who built them? Why are they hostile? I'm hoping that he does a little bit more with that. It's really interesting because some of these concepts at the time were kind of novel. They were novelties, right? Like, ooh, nobody's ever thought of this. Now it's like, okay. I've been spoiled by like, Twilight Zone and old reruns of Star Trek. Kind of. Oh well. Get another drink. I mean, it's reality. Not only do we have the bad radiation, we have the potpourri tea. I don't know. What is the alternative to the potpourri tea? What does the other universe have? Like, oh, this tea, when you drink it, I don't know. You get some sort. What do you get in radioactive, in good radioactive world? When you drink potpourri-ish tea, what do you get? What do you get? Do you gain like potpourri powers? I don't know. That would kind of be a bummer. Like if you get like if you accident like as a kid, like your mom gave you some potpourri tea, right? You drank it, and then you're like, dang it, now I'm stuck with these potpourri powers. Everybody else is getting cool mutant powers, right? That guy's got two heads, right? Right? He can watch two movies at once. Of course, that's what you're going to do if you have two heads, right? He can watch sports and he can read a science fiction book about fictional science fiction sports at the same time. That's what happens in that world. And potpourri, but if you drink the potpourri, you're out, buddy. You're out. You just smell fresh. Smell a little fresh and a little minty, a little spicy, but like spicy, like not like ooh hot, like spicy, like oh, very interesting choices there. You smell like something that you smell like a living room. Moving on, monster of Metzali, Metalays, we'll say Metzali, Cap Kennedy. There's a lot going on with this. This is a doll too. There's a lot going on with this little arrow spaceship thing. Like Cap Kennedy's like, listen, I got this little graphic. Throw this on my name. It'll be cool. What's your name? Cap. Your parents named you Cap? Like a bottle cap? No, like Captain. You're a captain? No. I'm not. It did not give me captainship on birth. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, Cap Kennedy. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Cap Kennedy is the fictional character that we're dealing with. This is the secret agent of the Spaceways number 3. He's the third adventure of the secret agent of the Spaceways. Monster of the Metalays. Sure. Gregory Kern. Kern. That's a good name. Kern. Mr. Kern. Yes. Never mind. Never mind, Mr. Kern. I think I came a little too hard there, and I wasn't prepared for you to respond as I would expect a Kern would. This has never before been in paperback, by the way. Never before. You know what? Everything I'm going to do, every book you ever print, if you write something, everything you should read, never before in paperback. Never before hardback. In fact, never before in audio or in e-format. Never before seen by the face of this earth. Boom, Mr. Kern, Cap Kennedy. I mean, kind of a cool cover, actually. Right? It's a little the figure work is a little stilted looking, but not bad. I mean, this guy, whoever did this, probably had to churn them out, right? Churn them out. Oh, there's another Cap Kennedy. Oh, it's number 12. Oh, a lot has happened. Oh, I don't really know what happened there. Woo, Cap Kennedy is not a fan. I don't know if that comes. I guess that came across. Whew, whatever you do, don't do that. I don't even know what I did. I think my phone got too. Sometimes I think I had my phone too close to the speaker, and I don't know what happens, but at some point it's just like, well, this was that point. Anyways, get back to it. Cap Kennedy, number 12. So we've missed a whole bunch of stuff. The Galactic Buccaneer, Gregory Kern. Who knows what's going on? I actually might be able to tell better on the screen. Like I said, there's two guys there, and he's pointing or shooting. There's flames behind them, and there's ground underneath all of that. You have to read the book to find out. Maybe that was a decision. This is a dog. This is number. Is this number 38 or 138? Oh, it says UQ something 138. Who knows? Well, it can't be 38, or they started going straight into the Kerns right out of the gate. No. Well, anyway, what does it say? The hand of Dr. Caffing, whatever. Kern. Who's been reading these? Who's been reading the Kennedys by Kern? Who's a Kern? Who's a Kennedy Kerner? Let me know about it. Let me know. Is it worth it? I kind of like the idea of it. It could be cool. It could be cool. They're short, right? I'm just not somebody who reads. Like if I read a series like that, then it's really got to be doing something for me. I think it's got to be like, whoa, I'm really drawn in. And usually, it's like I have no problem with it, but I have such limited reading time. It feels like so. Then I'm like, I don't know if I want to spin my wheels on that. Not spin, you know what I mean? Fred and Gregory Hoyle into deepest space. Boy, sometimes these names really get to you. So okay, kind of a cool. This is a cool sci-fi cover, right? This is a cool science fiction-y cover, right? Like that's pretty sweet, right? Cool brown space station with some stuff going on, almost like it's like bike pedals, right? Like you're gonna pedal this station, like maybe that's what's gonna happen. Into deep space, we're gonna pedal this station right into space. Could be, we don't know. It says there were 4 adventurers on a deadly gambit to save the Earth from a fiery doom. From a fiery doom, huh? The Big Blaze Theory. The Big Blaze Theory. Are you part of the Big Blaze Theory? Do you subscribe to the Big Blaze Theory? All right, let me get a little potpourri over here. Christmas. Wonderful time of year. You smell like Christmas, sir. Is that your deodorant? No. It's my tea. I drink straight potpourri. Right. Straight from the teat. Sorry. Apologize. Man of Earth. Algis Burgess. Somebody just phoned this. I mean, this is. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I don't think so. Try it. This is like somebody's like, I wonder if I can pass. Well, you know what? They'll buy this cover. They have to listen. They're on a deadline. Here, take this. And they're like, okay. Like, this could be a great book. And this cover is just not working. Not a good choice. I'm not going to say not a good choice on this cover. I don't even know what's going on in the bottom corner there. If I'm supposed to figure out what's going on in that bottom dark corner and like make a decision about this book based on that, I'm not. A fantastic science fiction novel of a man who chose his own physical structure. I'm sorry. That cover's not working for me. It's not working for me. I don't think it's very. Somebody's like, I tear these sci-fi covers out in like 15 minutes. A science fiction, and they have to take it. And they're like, I guess we already put it on there. Put it on the Burgess. A science fiction novel of unforgettable power. The Unearthed People. Chris Neville. Okay, I mean, I'll say I like the font and the graph. I like what they're doing there with the different color, like the lettering. I think that's kind of cool. And it's just a picture of like a sci-fi picture, something in green in space. The science fiction novel about the Unearthed People. Is this the world you want? Person is asking themselves that right now. I wonder if Chris Neville pulls it off. Mr. Neville, did you pull it off? I don't know. What do we got here? All right, we're going to take this. He Owned the World, Charles Eric Maine. All right. Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you think? Really? I mean, like the green block, like the green splotch on the orb there. Maybe that's supposed to be a planet, like that's the landmass or something. I don't know. He died and lived again to find he owned the world. Like he comes back to the dead. He's like, oh, this is mine now. I don't know why he's got strings going all over. I don't know. It's like he's not in a straitjacket. Just some strange choices. I mean, I know they had to churn some of these books out, so it was like whatever. I mean, I guess like this isn't a bad cover if it's if it's against or along with a bunch of other covers. Like, ooh, this is an eye catching and bright, some contrast, and it looks kind of sci-fi, but there's not much going on. Look at those. What are they? Rockets at the bottom? They're literally like caltrops, right? Caltrops, right? Like, oh, I guess they are rockets. They got a little rocket energy going off them. It's like super lazy, super lazy background to me. Kind of impressionistic, I guess. I don't want to. Wasn't for me. Anyway, we'll keep going. Here we got a Frederick Brown. I like Frederick Brown. The superlative science fiction novel, A Man Trapped in an Unknown Universe. What mad universe? Okay, this cover's kind of fun. This cover's kind of fun. I don't know what this lady's doing in a Christmas bikini going on here. We got like a little demon guy like jumping out of the city or like the shadow. I'm not sure. And this guy in a suit is like, do I want the lady or the demon? Which one am I going to choose? She's wearing Santa clothes, but he's a little demon with big eyes. Which one? Maybe the question this book is asking is he going to choose the lady, Santa lady? I mean, the choice between becoming Santa Claus or Satan, right? Of course. That's what Frederick Brown is taking us on a journey. Um, yeah. Yeah. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what this book is about. What a mad universe indeed, where you get the choice between Santa or Satan. Which one will you be? Which one what do you think? In is it Satan that brings you presents in in good mutation world, right? Like we got the good mutation, but Satan delivers presents, and his presents are terrible. Terrible. I didn't even want this sweater. It doesn't even look good on me. I'll tell you what, don't make the mistake of drinking that potpourri tea when you're a kid. I'm just telling you. Okay. The Neutral Stars by Dan Morgan and John Kipax. This is a pretty sweet cover. Like, this is pretty cool. Like, that spaceship is genuinely pretty neat. Right? Even though it's flying away from us, we don't get a great look at it, kind of TIE fighter-ish. I wonder if that, I'm sure that this is probably before the movies, before Star Wars. This looks like it is to me, without me opening it, which I will not do. I'm just trying to see if there's a date on here. An obvious thing. I'm sure that there's somebody who's like, I can tell. Oh yeah, isn't it interesting too? I don't think about this a lot of times, but there's no barcode on this, right? Because it was before they introduced that, I guess. So if I was like some kind of like a Sherlock Holmes character, like, oh, well, they introduced the barcode, but much later than than that, though, right? Didn't the barcode come even later than didn't come even later than the 70s? I think it come like at the end of the 70s. I don't know when it came. It showed up at some point. Whew, not important. Cool cover though. The Neutral Stars. Kind of, I mean, honestly, the presentation is good here, right? I don't know if this is any good. A third adventurer, 12th novel. Oh, so this is like in a series? Maybe. I don't know. Moving on. Okay, we're gonna do this because so he knows I like Avram, and I'm kind of collecting this stuff trying to get him. And he sent me The Enemy of My Enemy, a brand new sci-fi novel, but a brand new SF novel by a Hugo Award-winning author, Avram Davidson. The cover's okay here. Like, if I didn't know Avram, I'd be like, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. Although it does kind of look like I guess like the world in miniature or something. So maybe that is cool. I don't know. Maybe I like stuff that's like in miniature, but maybe I'm being biased right now. I don't know what I'm looking at though. I just don't know what I'm looking at. It looks like like what do they call it? Like a cutaway or something? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The 7 signs of Taurus were Tarnus were interesting. I wonder. This is so I'm not going to read much more than that. I'm not going to give special treatment here, but I don't know. Pretty cool. Avram wrote some really interesting sci-fi. We're gonna leave it at that. I'll start doing the pitch, which is easy for me because I like Avram. right? But there's lots of good writers in here, I'm sure, that I haven't tried. Here's the one I definitely want to read. I already mentioned him. John Brunner, The Dreaming Earth. I'm not digging this guy. This is the guy who drank the potpourri tea too early. That's what happens to you, right? This guy up here, this guy, he got the radioactive, the cool radiation. This guy got the potpourri tea. I'm not. He's not. The planet was overcrowded until the people started vanishing into thin air. Man, I I don't know. I don't know if that guy's supposed to be distorted or if he's just. I don't know. Like if this was a new, that guy was like, I've never really drawn somebody from this angle before. Let's see what it turns out. It looks a little awkward. It might be accurate, but it looks a little awkward, doesn't it? Does. In the back it says dream drug. I would like to read some Bruner. I'd like to read some Bruner. Let's see here. Well, now we're going to go to Benjamin Appeal, I suppose. The Death Master. Where a paradise of pleasure masked a hell of horror. And this might be a cool cover, but I can't tell because it's got a bunch of stuff. Kind of a cool red cover with like a deserty sci-fi city. Is that what am I looking at? What is this red splotch? Is it like eyes or no clue? I can't tell. I'm not going to spend that much time on it, but like an A-bomb type thing. Like ooh, it's an A-bomb in the tradition of Aldous Huxley and George Orwell. Okay. Okay. If you say so. R.M. Milch, Sovereign. And he was not quite human, but he was mankind's last hope in a galaxy-spanning war. Aren't they always, though? Yeah, the cover, boy, it looks so much better when I hold like that on the screen. Now, kind of a cool cover. I mean, pretty boilerplate, as they would say, but kind of cool. Got some stuff going on the cover there. Sovereign. I like what they're doing with the sovereign there in the font. I like that. Pretty good presentation, right? It looks pretty cool. War between the worlds. Huh. Maybe. I don't know. R.M. Milk. Millich. Millich? Sorry. Give me a drink. Yeah. I love this potpourri. Mm-hmm. It doesn't get better. The Day of the Drones by A.M. Leitner. Okay, so this has got some cool bee stuff. I bet you this cover was when it wasn't quite so braided. It's pretty cool. Can you see the bees there? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. An incredible adventure in the radioactive the radioactive ruins of the world where whites live like insects and blacks are the elite. Interesting. I don't know anything about this book. I didn't know that it was going to say something like that on the cover. Well, that's interesting. I guess I wonder if this is like I guess it's maybe very allegorical, perhaps. I don't know. It could be good. Who knows? I don't know. I have seen the name Lightner before. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Oh, here we got another Cap Kennedy. Oh my God. It didn't get along with the other books. Oh, it really didn't get along with the other books. Pardon me. Ooh. If I don't fix this now, I'll have to fix it later. And I won't do it. Well, I would, but I don't want to. How you doing over there? This is your chance to take a break, right? Like, stretch your limbs. Right? Do a little of that stuff. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to keep going. Gregory Karn returns. Cap Kennedy, number 10, Planet of Dread. This time he's got looks like a fencing sword. And he's got a 4, I mean, the eyes really pop here. Yeah, they really pop. I like the eyes. They're kind of crazy. There's some good energy in this cover. The alien's a little weird. okay, it kind of makes me want to read. I mean, I'm looking at this cover thinking, I kind of want to read this. Cat Kennedy number 10, huh? Enter, as this is the same thing on the back as the last book. Whatever. Well, it doesn't probably say the same thing. It said said some of the same things. Edgar Rice Burroughs. We know who Burroughs is. We like Burroughs, the Chessman of Mars. The Chessman of Mars. This is an okay Burroughs cover. This is an okay Burroughs cover. They contested every move with their lives. It's okay. This is like, yeah, it's like a little short guy, isn't it? He's a little shorty. He is a little short. I don't know why. Because I want to be different. Congratulations, you were. All right. Here we go. Looks like this is a collection. Extraordinary Science Fiction Impossible. The Fantastic Wizardry of Lawrence M. Janifer. First time in paperback. Oh, wait. Is this... Extraordinary Science Fiction Impossible? Wait, what are we doing? Is this... Okay, so these are short stories by Mr. M. Janifer. Lawrence M. Janifer. The cover. Is okay. What is it with that spaceship in the background? Just geometric shapes with, like, what, eyeballs painted onto it? Very blocky people. And more geometric shapes in space. Could be good, could be not. I don't think the cover's helping it, though. Don't think so. Oh, this is a good one. It's got a good cover on it. Edwin L. Arnold, Gulliver of Mars. I think I've heard of Gulliver of Mars before. And that's a Frazetta, if I remember correctly. And it's a good one. I don't know if there's very many bad ones. It's pretty cool. Like, you know, like, I wonder how many, I don't know if this book is good or not. It says Long Lost Classic of Martian Adventure, originally titled Lieutenant Gulliver Jones. Okay. Yeah, Gulliver of Mars is better, but the original title is more fitting in with its nature, its pulpy nature, right? It could be fun. This could be fun stuff, right? These sort of, like, I don't know. It could be fun. You know, I like this kind of stuff sometimes. It's good. Like I said, I wish I had more time to just read everything. I never feel like I have enough. Oh, John Christopher, A Planet in Peril. Is this the one? Is this the one that Jake reviewed? I don't remember. Look at those guys. What? Lasers right through her hair. Laser combs. Planet in Peril. We tried the new laser comb technology, and it's deadly. We're in peril now. Where are these? Are they shooting a laser right through her head? Oh, wait, she's got a cyber face, someone say. I didn't know that was Shadow. She's got cyber face. Ooh, that's what lasers will do to you. You laser your hair too much, you screw it up. Now you got laser face. Lord of Blood by Dave Van Arnhem. The blazing sequel to Star Barbarian. This is literally just a barbarian guy fighting a space lion. Kind of a cool cover. I kind of dig this. The font is very interesting. I like the Lord of Blood thing going on. That's kind of cool. But it just seems like one man battles the savagery of far tomorrow to win back the way to the stars. Yeah, it's just like, I just want to, like, write a barbarian story, but we're just gonna make it a space barbarian story. Like, we're gonna add, like, a sci-fi twist to it. I guess trying to do the Sword and Planet, right? I like Sword and Planet stuff. Sword and Planet's cool. Sword and Planet's cool. We've got some analogs in here. I didn't remember. I'll do the analogs real quick. Analog sci-fi. Earth, Air, Fire, and Water by Stephen Nemeth and William Walling is what's on the cover. You got a safety event, giant pinwheel, right? It's unsafe. Turn that giant pinwheel off quick. I don't think that's what that's supposed to be. Maybe I think we're looking up into the sky or something. But you know what? I like the maybe a turbine, something. We're looking up through it. I don't know, but I like the idea of it as a giant blue pinwheel. Don't leave it. Somebody left this on. It's a safety violation. We'll show you. Don't do it. It's naughty. High Justice by Jerry Purnell. This is very strongly suggesting to some degree Blade Runner to me, right? That's a big blue face over the thing, just kind of the way it is. But and we got some green rocket shooting. Like I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. She's just like, yep, I sure do love watching those rockets shoot off into space. It's great to be alive. So she's thinking. That's what I would think. Hotspot, Brenda Pierce. This is I don't even know. It's some kind of it's supposed to be a spaceship. Somehow it reminds me of something like the robot from freaking that little animated robot movie. You know, the little white robot that's in there with the little other robot. He's like looks like the robot from Short Circuit, but he's in a junkyard. That robot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Kind of looks like that. Not a bad cover. Not a bad cover considering these things came out. Didn't they come out like every month? Yeah, so they had to come up with something every month. So right on that were doing. Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's a miracle we got done. Analog. This one I kind of like the cover. The Message by Pierce Anthony and Francis Hall. This guy. That's you'll be dying tonight with Pinched Face, the alien. Yeah, he's going to have a cube and a ball and pedestal for dinner. How about you? How about you? It's seated right outside by the rocket. It's got to be a rocket. You know that. That shape like that in sci-fi is like it's got to be a rocket. What are these? Why does we got rockets? Does anybody know how to build buildings with it? Like we've forgotten all about building technology. All we know is rocket technology in this future. We only know how to build things that look like rockets. If it doesn't look like a rocket, we really don't want it. All right, Starways by Powell Anderson, complete and unabridged. This cover is actually kind of nice. This guy is in a kilt in space, but okay. He's got a spacey looking gun, and this lady is running around back there. Apparently these rockets are smelly. Starways, yeah, smelly rockets. He's here to maybe that this this gun is not a gun at all, but like some sort of a sprayer. He's gonna Febreze these rockets, get them cleaned up, right? Yeah. While wearing his traditional Scottish kilt. The stars will judge. It seems like wait a minute. I think you already sent me this book. I've already seen this cover. This is the Robot Saw Blade cover. The stars will judge. We've already got this. Now I got a double. He's just damn. Mess with me. Irving A. Greenfield. I'm not going to read this again. I already covered this once. The cover's all right, but it's yeah. Because I remember I pointed at the little orb up here. And I was like, look, space, a little dome, space bubbles. That's what I said. Space bubbles. That's what I was talking about that time. See, I remember. A man of double deed, Leonard Daventry. Oh, why this cover? I don't know about this cover. Rock, crucified position. Nah. I don't think I like it. I'm sorry. This is a sci-fi novel about the efforts of telepathic keymen to save the world from imminent destruction. It just, and also I don't know if you can tell, but like this, the lining, like that. It's not a haze in there. It's like little, very close lines, like a shading. I don't know. I guess that's a ship or something. I don't know. I guess it was part of a much larger piece. I wonder if somebody just, what I bet happens to this guy is just like, I just draw these, just paint these pictures. I guess not draw, but there's some drawing involved. But I mean, I guess paint these sci-fi pictures. Just paint this picture. This one, this one, this one, this one. Just paint a bunch of pictures and just send them all in. And I get we'll use that one here and that one here. Who painted this? Who cares? That's probably. I'm gonna wonder if that's what happened. I don't know if they. I wonder if they commissioned it. They just said just give us something sci-fi. It's gotta have a rocket on it. So he's like, okay, put a rocket on there. Have a guy. He's like crucified. Like, oop, done. Sax Romer, the drums of Fu Manchu. Another Sax Romer. This cover would probably be cool if it wasn't so weathered. It looks again like when I look at it, it doesn't look as clear as it does on camera. Kind of a cool little image there, but they didn't do very much with the rest of the book, did they? And here he is, still in the back, smoking. Like, I'm sure I'm not the first person to notice that. Um, I don't know. I wonder if these sax roamers are any good. I mean, it could be good. You know, could be good. I'm gonna say of the bunch that I was given, this has got the coolest cover. The Bridge, Keith Mano. That's a pretty cool cover. That's a hell of a good cover. You know, if you were a sci-fi novel about a bridge that's got vegetation on it, this is the cover you wanted. This is the cover. Hey, you can't have it. It's on this book. Mano got it for the bridge. What does it say above here? Mankind is about to pass from the planet, and only one man wants to save it. In the class of Kurt Vonnegut Jr., more than an adventure story, great fiction. Chicago Tribune. I mean, they make it the Chicago Tribune, which I don't know how great they were at the time, is really trying to convince me. They're saying they're comparing them to Vonnegut. Interesting. The kind of grabber novel. The kind of grabber novel that doesn't come around very often. It's a certain variety of like, I mean, you might have your regular run-of-the-mill grabber novels. This one here, The Bridge, doesn't come around very often. Remember that. Edmund Hamilton. Edmund Hamilton. I think I've read something. City at World's End. Okay, so first this has a dome, so it gets a thumbs up. And although this is a very simplistic cover, I like it. I like it. It's moody. It has emotion. Right? Look at that. It's pretty cool. I like this. I like this cover. There's not a whole. I mean, there's not a lot of detail there. But first, again, dome. So okay, that automatically is a couple points. And then just has a cool mood, right? This is like it's very like mystery and like adventure and like romance, right? Not romance like kissy kissy romance, but like high, like almost fantasy, right? Like the old definition of romance, right? Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's a romantic picture, but not like a pic. You don't want. Well, I guess they are on a date, probably, right? He's like, "You want to go look at the dome?" He's like, "Oh, I'd love to." That's how she talks. I don't make this stuff up. Robert E. Mills, Star Force. You know what? They just like, you know what? We need ships shooting stuff. Do it. He's like, got it. You know what? Boom. Ship shooting stuff. We got Star Force. Star Force. This had to have come out after Star Wars because they're even doing the Star Wars like letter shape thing. I just gotta look at this. I gotta know. 78. Mm-hmm. Yep. Within a year, they're like plagiarism. Let's go. Full tilt. All the way into plagiarism, right? Star Force. Robert Mills didn't care. I mean, honestly, the cover isn't bad. It's produced fairly well. You know, even I like the shading going on the planet, like the glow underneath. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It wraps around to the back where you got cool accident-y stuff, right? Very much is reminding me of they want you to think about Star Wars when you look at that book. Murray Leinster, Invaders of Space. Okay. It's all right. Just like they're just like, what about the satellite? What if we put a lot of stuff on it? Like make it have a bunch of stuff stick out on it. Seems like it'd be kind of dangerous, easy to get broke. People like it if there's a lot. And so that's what they did. And those guys are floating away. They're like, we don't want any piece of this. You got a couple, I guess, like space sores. This looks like an open wound in space, right? Like, oh, space has got a boo-boo. Space has got a boo-boo. Here we get a close-up of this thing in the back. Yep. It seems like almost abstract. Like somebody's like, it's like if you described what a satellite kind of was to somebody, like or something, or some sort of a probe, they'd be like, "Oh, I got this." Like I'm just gonna draw, and you're like, "Well, okay." I think you went a little overboard there, buddy. Oh, we got another Avram. Look at this: Pirates of the Spaceways and a planet ripe for plunder. Mutiny in space. Ooh. Cover I'm not super excited about. Basic rocket. He's got a 3-jet rocket in the background. This guy I think he has a spear or he's, I can't tell if he's holding up a spear or if he's hanging off something. I think he's standing on the ground because of his leg position. So it's a spear or like a telecommunication cable, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, here they got it in relief. Is there other guys back there? Well, I don't know. They got another version of it in the back. Marooned. Okay. That could be kind of cool. Oh, it's like he's like that's not. I thought it was like a helmet. That guy's got like he's got like a big bug eye. I'm taking a look at that, if you will. So he's got like a big bug eye going on there. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe it's cool. Oh, Fred Saberhagen. I like Fred Saberhagen. We have the Golden People. Um, so basic, kind of basic-ish cover, but somehow I kind of like it. It's almost comic booky. Was I gonna say? A booky is what I meant to say. I kind of like it. It's kind of great. Almost like, yeah. I dig it. The colors work good. It's a very simplistic cover, but I like it. And in the back we have Ian Wright and Exile from Xanadu. Is it? No, I think it's just the name he's pulling up. I am the potpourri is like coming out of me. I can feel it. And here it is. Sorry, I'm making you wait. This guy kind of looks like he's trying to be the Phantom, right? Phantom, you know, the ghost who walks. Exile from Xanadu. Ian Wright. What is he? I have no idea what's going on in this picture. This guy is not. He didn't care. He's like, he's so far gone at that point, right? He's like, I don't even know anymore. We got two books to choose from. We'll end on the last one there. We'll end on the other one there. Alfred Bester, The Computer Connection. Yep, not a whole lot going on here. The first science fiction novel in 19 years by the author of The Demolished Man and The Star Is My Destination. Alfred Bester, The Computer Connection. I think somebody reviewed this book. Was it Deb? I've seen somebody review, I think it was, well, you know what? I don't know. I'm just trying to make connections. I don't know. This cover is okay. This looks like a bunch of marbles, like some psychedelic marbles in space. Not that they're obviously banking on the fact that you know who Alfred Bester is. Okay. I mean, I did like The Star Is My Destination. We're not going to revisit that conversation that we had in the last book haul, and we're going to end here with a Jack Williamson book that has got an outstanding cover. I'm going to say number 2 cover for this collection for me. The Power of Blackness, Jack Williamson, Author Moon Children. And just, hey, that's what he says. And that, first of all, dome, front and center. Boom. Okay. Whew, he got me. And look at it. It's like their worst. It's like these people, I guess these are people down there. There's like some walls and some weird, it's hard to say. It's kind, but I like it. It's very moody. They're like, oh, we love the dome temple. I love the dome. I'm going to dome. I'm going to the dome house, the house of dome. In the arena, the savage champion of space. That's what it says in the back, in big print. And of course, in case you're like, but is this the first? Yes, it is. The first time in paperback, right? You thought like, oh, I don't know, is this the second time in paperback? Because I'm not sure if I want to really. No, this is the first. You've not. This is the first time in paperback. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, wait. I'm saying goodbye. I'm not saying goodbye. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta drink this potpourri. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, assorted other holidays that there's Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, and I think there's even a few more that I don't know about. And my demented early, or late in the morning, depending on how you want to look at it. All right. I'm going to do very little editing, so you're welcome, I think. But you're not going to see this to the end, so it's already too late if you didn't dig it. Anyhow, hope you have a great holiday. Just say something. I don't know. Bye.